As we move on to sports, the country's sports officials are optimistic that the Philippines will bounce back from its dismal performance in the Myanmar Seagames. The Philippine team finished 7th in the 11-nation field. Freddie Abando reports.
It was the best of times and the worst of times for the Philippines in the just concluded 27th Southeast Asian Games in Myanmar. The lean and mean Philippine contingent of 208 athletes was the smallest ever fielded, finishing 7th in a field of 10 nations, winning 101 medals, 29 gold, 34 silvers, and 38 bronze medals. Far cry from the country's winning the overall championship in 2005 in Manila. Myanmar was a defining moment for Philippine sports. It was a time for a new breed of sports heroes in the country's quest for golden glory. 7th place for now. With the performance of the young guns, there is promise that the Philippines will again reign as among the best in ASEAN for the future.
We have performed a miracle. Do you know that 70% of the athletes that went there are coming home with a medal?
Yes.
What else can we expect from our athletes? 70%. 7 out of 10 of our athletes that went there came home with a medal. Shouldn't we be happy? That the Philippines can always be proud that we have performed well. We've been sportsmen and real gentlemen. When we hosted the 2003 Southeast Asian Games in the Philippines, 2005 Southeast Asian Games in the Philippines, what was my first instructions to everyone? I said, let's make this as clean and as honest as possible, because I don't want to win anything, put that trophy or the place of distinction and say, I won that when I cheated. Yeah. I don't think any one of you would like to do that. Yeah. I said, so we did. And so many times and so often in our meeting, Southeast Asian Games Federation, I heard my co-leaders, and my counterparts in different countries, they say, why don't we just do what the Philippines did? And I'm very proud of that.
We have proven that by sending athletes that are qualified, medal potentials, we reduce our number to around 200 compared to previous Southeast Asian Games that we sent 500, 600, 400 plus, and win about the same number of medals. And in return, we save government money, like 40 million this year compared to the last year.
Funding is a factor to prepare the country's national athletes for international competitions. Thailand spent more than 10 billion pesos. Singapore, which finished 6th, invested 7 billion pesos. The Philippines spent only 450 million pesos. Whatever benefits our athletes get, they are with their families, since many of them come from humble beginnings. They were provided coaches. Nutrition was given priority for the games. So with international exposure before the games. Winning gold or being one of the winners on the victory podium has been a struggle for our athletes. Having covered so many of these games in the past, win or lose, our athletes are jewels, shining through for our people, our flag, our country.
That's why we used to rule sports in this part of the world, because we, all of us, were performing or competing with sheer natural ability. But then we've stuck with the natural ability because we don't have any funds to improve, while the other countries are spending leaps and bounds for the athletes to get all kinds of special training and special conditioning. I guarantee you, not 50% of those athletes that went there were taking any kind of supplements. Lucky thing, we were able to send 3 chefs, the newly graduated chefs. Not cooks, they're chefs, from the Gonzales Culinary School, and they were able to cook the food that they needed to be strong. I'm very happy for our athletes. At least I heard from Chairman Garcia that he is going out of his way to be able to give the incentives to these athletes when they come home, and at least be able to bring home the medal and also the incentive to their family for Christmas.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.